Luka Doncic stuns NBA world with potential early exit while LeBron James showers him with praise. Luka Doncic sends shockwaves across the NBA. Luka Doncic is no stranger to headlines. From dazzling triple-doubles to jaw-dropping step-back threes, the Dallas Mavericks superstar has built a reputation as one of the most electrifying players of his generation. But this time, it isn't his on-court wizardry making waves. The 26-year-old has hinted at something few expected so early in his career: the possibility of stepping away from the NBA earlier than most anticipated. The remark, subtle yet powerful, immediately sent shockwaves through the basketball world. Social media lit up with speculation. Analysts debated whether Doncic was serious or simply voicing frustrations. Fans, particularly in Dallas, braced for what such a decision could mean. For a league that has invested heavily in marketing Doncic as one of its global faces, the idea of his early exit feels almost unthinkable. Yet, as modern athletes increasingly redefine career arcs, Doncic's perspective may not be as far-fetched as it sounds. LeBron James offers high praise. When a player of Doncic's stature speaks, the basketball world listens. When LeBron James responds, everyone listens. James, widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time, took the opportunity to praise Doncic's brilliance and reflect on his place in today's game. "Luka is special," LeBron said. "He's got a unique gift, and the way he plays is something that everyone should appreciate. His vision, his creativity, the way he controls the game, that's rare. The league is lucky to have him." Coming from a player who has built a career defined by longevity, entering his 23rd NBA season, LeBron's admiration underscores how much Doncic has already achieved. But it also highlights the contrast. While James has pushed himself to rewrite the rules of endurance, Doncic seems more open to walking away before reaching such milestones. Why would Doncic leave early? At first glance, the idea of Doncic leaving the NBA in his prime feels absurd. He is, after all, one of the league's brightest stars. But beneath the surface, there are legitimate reasons why this scenario isn't impossible. 1. The mental and physical toll. Doncic has carried enormous responsibility since his teenage years. By 19, he had already been named EuroLeague MVP. By 21, he was leading the Mavericks as their primary star. The weight of expectations, combined with the grind of an 82-game NBA season and international commitments, has taken its toll. 2. European roots and loyalty. Unlike many NBA players, Doncic grew up idolizing EuroLeague legends as much as NBA icons. He has openly discussed his love for European basketball and could someday see value in returning home to finish his career where it began. 3. Changing athlete priorities. Modern superstars are increasingly vocal about mental health, life balance, and exploring opportunities outside of sports. For Doncic, stepping away early could mean preserving his health while pursuing other passions, whether family, business ventures, or a potential return to Europe. The Mavericks dilemma. For the Dallas Mavericks, Doncic's comments raise uncomfortable questions. Since drafting him in 2018, the franchise has built its identity around him. His brilliance has lifted the Mavericks back into playoff relevance and made them a global brand once more. An early exit would throw the team into uncertainty, forcing management to face the daunting task of rebuilding without their cornerstone. Mavericks owner Mark Cuban has always been outspoken about his commitment to keeping Luka happy in Dallas, but no amount of roster moves can entirely control a player's personal timeline. If Doncic were to step away early, the Mavericks would face both a competitive and cultural void. What it means for the NBA. Doncic is more than a star, he's a global ambassador. The NBA has marketed him as one of the players capable of carrying the league into its next era, alongside the likes of Victor Wembanyama and Anthony Edwards. An early departure would disrupt that narrative. From jersey sales to international TV rights, Doncic is a major revenue driver. His absence would be a blow not just to the Mavericks, but to the league's long-term business model. Commissioner Adam Silver has previously emphasized the importance of global stars, and Doncic, fluent in multiple languages and adored in Europe, fits that mold perfectly. His potential exit would force the NBA to rethink its global strategy. Fan reactions, hope, fear, and speculation. Fans across the globe responded with a mix of disbelief and empathy. "The NBA without Luka is like the NBA without Magic in the 80s, one fan tweeted. "If he's not happy, he should do what's best for him. Mental health comes first," another posted. Mavericks supporters, in particular, expressed anxiety. For a franchise that once watched Dirk Nowitzki stay for 2 decades, the thought of Doncic leaving early feels like a nightmare. Could a European return be on the horizon? If Doncic were to step away from the NBA, Europe seems the most likely destination. His ties to Real Madrid, the club where he first became a star, remained strong. EuroLeague officials would undoubtedly welcome him back with open arms, potentially transforming the league's profile overnight. A return to Europe would also allow Doncic to play closer to home, reconnect with his roots, and perhaps enjoy a less grueling schedule than the NBA's 82-game marathon. Historical comparisons: stars who walked away early. Doncic wouldn't be the first superstar to consider an early exit. Michael Jordan briefly retired at 30 to pursue baseball before returning. Brandon Roy, though due to injury, walked away young while still at an all-star level. Andrew Luck in the NFL shocked the sports world by retiring at 29, citing physical and mental tolls. What makes Doncic different is that his reasoning may not be injury-driven but instead a conscious choice to prioritize life balance, a reflection of modern athlete values. LeBron versus Luka, a gene-rational contrast. LeBron James has been the model of durability, shaping his career around maximizing every possible season. Luka Doncic, meanwhile, represents a newer wave of athletes who are unafraid to question traditional paths. While LeBron's longevity has redefined greatness, Doncic's openness to alternatives could redefine success in a different way, not by how long he plays, but by how fully he enjoys the years he chooses. The road ahead. For now, Doncic remains committed to leading the Mavericks into another season, and fans can expect more highlight reel plays and MVP-caliber performances. But his recent comments will linger, adding intrigue to every game he plays. Will Luka follow LeBron's path and push his career into 2 decades of dominance? Or will he choose a shorter but perhaps more balanced journey, leaving fans wondering what could have been? One thing is clear: Luka Doncic has already secured his place as one of the most gifted players the game has ever seen. Whether his story is written over 20 years or just 10, it will be remembered. Sparkle's Luka Doncic may have just introduced a new kind of basketball legacy, one where greatness isn't measured only by longevity, but also by authenticity and choice.